Welcome back to another episode of Testimonials Wisconsin. I'm here with Gary. We're doing a first-time Tesla. Have you ever driven an electric car before?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been in a self-driving car before?
Never.
So this will be kind of fun. Why don't you press the start self-driving?
They put the foot on the brake?
Press nothing. Now you're along for the ride.
Right.
So if you want to, it's always good to kind of keep your eyes around and look a bit. But the car I haven't had to take over for danger yet. So the one thing I forgot to tell you before we started filming, this camera is watching you.
Okay. Because
this is considered supervised full self-driving, you do have to pay attention. So if you do try to take a nap, or if you look away for more than about 30 seconds, the car's going to yell at you, and then you got to look back ahead. But that's it.
Okay.
So other than that, the car is...
I know, this is really kind of freaky.
It's different.
Oh, way different.
It's nerve-wracking in the beginning.
Do I have to have my hands on the steering wheel?
You don't have to do a single thing.
Nothing.
It's I used to make jokes about a Will Ferrell thing, what do you do with my hands? And it's cautiously watching. You saw it creeping out. So on the screen also it shows you what the car's seeing. So you can watch. It'll have stop signs, which you can see appearing up there.
Yeah.
So all the cameras around this car are knitting together your picture here to show the cars ahead of you, the lanes. It's going to come to a complete stop.
It does come to a complete stop, though. See, no rolling through, which is probably a good thing,
right? That's where it said the chill.
Yeah.
So this is where you could scroll it and go down to sloth, up to chill again.
Yeah.
So that's just a thing. So if we get out of town and you want to go up to standard, you can.
Yeah. Well, and that might be even a police officer right up ahead. So.
Could be.
Maybe.
But
this is nice.
You get used. The car's all got double pane glass too, so it's nice and quiet. So aside from no engine noise,
yeah.
the road noise and things like that, I still like loud race cars and loud exhaust, but
yeah.
I gotta say, for an everyday car, this is just nice. I like the quiet.
It's really cool.
So we're on a simple route. We'll just kind of see what it's like to just go for a cruise for a commuter if you're going.
Yeah, if this was me going home, this would be my route that I go home. So I'm kind of curious if I didn't have to drive this, I want to see how it is, because this is pretty cool.
I like it. It's easy, and even though some people will make the argument well, I don't drive very far. Well, it's up to you. I enjoy driving, but it's nice and it's comfortable. And even though it's weird when you first get in the self-driving,
mm-hmm.
You'll be shocked, Gary, at how quickly you get comfortable to this.
You get to like it pretty quick. Huh?
Usually within 5 minutes, I find people realizing oh my God, I forgot I'm supposed to be driving or paying attention, because you just get used to it. Now that I don't know if this is the line.
It's the line's coming up right here. We'll see if it hits 45. If it actually, it did. It switched.
It sees it. The one thing I'll say, if you wanted to be persnickety about that AI part of it, I should say, it learning when to speed up and slow down. If you're going in a 45 and you're going 50, and you're coming up to, let's say, a 35, a 10 mile an hour reduction,
mm-hmm.
I have not had my car reduce speed until it hits the sign, which technically you're supposed to reduce before.
I think before, but I did. What do they? Let's hope they don't. Anything
that's the one thing.
This will be interesting right here. How he does this? Okay.
Anyways, you can see the green lights here.
Yeah.
Traffic's clear, good to go.
See, this is a busy intersection at 3:30. I'm wondering how it works in a busy intersection.
I've driven this thing through downtown Milwaukee,
and
Chicago.
It's no problem.
No problem. It waits for people. If there's a car blocking your vision, it'll sneak up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It won't just go. It'll creep forward until it can see better. It's impressive.
Yeah, this is very nice. It's very quiet too.
It is. It's got also obviously most people I think don't drive in silence. It's got 9 speakers in it, so I like to blast my music. My tune's pretty loud.
Yeah.
So it's got XM radio and Spotify and Apple Music. It's got all the audio stuff you could want, but also you can play music straight from your phone, which I do a lot. So I'll play it on my phone and then just Bluetooth it into the car, and I like the quality, and it's got a good loud system to it.
Is that your battery level right there?
Correct. So you can have it in one of 2 ways. You can have it give you a percentage, or you can have it give you a range. So if you choose to, you can click on it.
Oh.
And it says you have a 243 mile range.
That's nice, yeah.
Or you can click on it and it'll tell you 75%.
That's where you keep
I leave it at percentage. I'm used to it. also on your navigation here, it says we're going to get to our destination 11:29, 2 minutes away, 1.1 miles, and when we arrive, we'll be at 74%. So when you're making a further drive, you can see, oh, I'm going to be down to 70% when I get here, or 60%, and it, if you need to plan ahead or whatever, it lets you know, especially if you're going on a farther trip.
This is kind of amazing that it's doing this.
It's a lot of people have no concept of how good this has gotten.
Yeah.
And it is rather shocking.
Well, I don't think they even advertise. They don't communicate it enough, probably, because I mean, I'm not doing anything. I haven't done anything since we got in here.
Yeah, I don't know if Tesla does any advertising or commercials. I think a lot of it is encouraged by word of mouth. I like telling people, not because I really don't get anything out of it. I like technology, and it's so amazing, and so many people don't know truly how good it is.
Well, no, because I mean, other than you and I going on work trips and you talking about it, when you get in it and actually experience it, it's pretty amazing that, like I said, you just don't hear a lot about it.
No, and I'm not saying it's always been this good. It, in the beginning, had, the technology had to develop. So early on, it was okay. But about 2.5 years ago is when it made a big jump in quality improvement. Mm-hmm. And then it's just continued to get better. And every time there's an update, the car can do new things it couldn't do before.
Right.
Until recently, it couldn't forward park. Now it can forward park. It would get to its destination, it would back into a parking space. Yeah. Now it will actually forward park. I have no idea what it's going to do here because we're in the middle of a roundabout. Not roundabout, but cul-de-sac.
It's stopping?
I think it's parking. It'll put itself in park. And just for chagrins, it thinks you're getting out.
It thinks that I'm getting out.
Yeah. So press the brake and it'll let you know that we're not done yet. And then why don't you tap the microphone and say, take me to the inn on Wood Lake or something like that.
Take me to the inn at Wood Lake.
Didn't like it. Oh, no, it did. There you go. And now, so you have one of two methods, because when you're in park, the only way to start driving is to hit the start self-driving. Okay. But we're in drive, so you can also press your ball here and it'll just turn it on. Just a little firmer.
Firmer?
There you go. You don't have to hold it.
I have my
because
hands
you're
on
holding it. I also didn't tell you how to turn off self-driving. So self-driving is called FSD.
Yeah.
So at any point, if you are uncomfortable with the car's doing, you can turn it off in 3 ways. Press the ball is one.
Yeah.
Press the brake is one. And you can grab the steering wheel. And by grabbing it, it'll turn itself off.
Oh.
Not just touching, but like a little shake.
Right.
And it'll turn off self-driving. So those are 3 ways you can disengage it if it's doing something you don't like, or you just want to take over.
Right.
And the only, I've never had to do it for danger, but there's been times it takes a path I don't want to take.
Yeah.
And then I'll take over and I'll start turning the way I want, and then it reroutes, and then I turn it back on with that ball.
Perfect.
So instead of holding the wheel, you could press it. But if you want to, this is an opportunity that you could drive a little if you wanted to.
I'll drive it to Superior Avenue and see how it responds.
It's a normal car, steering, gas, brake.
Okay.
It's like or accelerator, I should say. The only difference is that regenerative braking. So you'll feel it right away here.
Right.
Is that when you let off the accelerator, it's going to feel like the brakes, not hard, but it's going to feel like the brakes are being applied right away. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, it's annoying, but the more you do it, you actually start to like it because you don't even need to use the brake. You can just drive with just the accelerator pedal.
Yeah, when you get the feel of it, right? So it will take off now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just start driving.
All right. Yeah. Oh, there's no engine noise, nothing.
No, nothing. And the fun thing, once you get out here on this country road, you can give a little razzmatazz. And
here, do I just hit a blinker like that?
Yeah. So it's a momentary switch. So when you press it, it goes back to neutral, but the blinker's on. And it'll turn itself off. But if you're lane changing, then you'll have to manually cancel it.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine right there at the end there. Whoa.
Yeah.
See, that's what I wanted to do when I came right here. I just wanted to hit the power off a little bit and see what it... You are right. It's like a brake.
Yep. It feels like a brake.
That's my place.
Very nice. It's just the stator regenerating the battery. It gives you more range. So you can adjust how much that works, but it's recommended not to touch it because this gives you maximum range.
Yeah.
And then once you get used to it, like I said, you like it. So a lot of people, it's one of their biggest complaints when they first get a Tesla, when they aren't using self-driving, When you have self-driving on, you don't notice because you're not driving.
Right.
But when you first get one and you're manually driving, people don't like that. And they say, hey, how do I turn this off? And you can reduce it.
That's pretty nice.
It's nice. It's very nice. And like I said, when you're at a stop sign, stop light, or a hill, you can let off and you don't have to hold the brake.
Not at all.
That's why when we were driving in Mexico, I was like, oh, I was so used to the...
Well, that's the only thing is I think if I got used to this, you get in a regular car, that's probably going to mess with you a little bit.
So I do jump between this, my drift car, my pickup truck, and sometimes it does mess with me a little bit. So I would say,
oh yeah,
See,
I just did it again.
Turn out onto the main road. Nobody's coming. Come to a complete stop, and then give it a little fun. These, like I said, this is not the fastest one.
Yeah.
But this is not slow.
Oh no, this is fast.
This is so. This one's all-wheel drive. So if you came to a complete stop and punched it,
yeah,
it's got some.
No,
it's got some spirit.
That was outstanding. You could feel it.
So this one is 0 to 60 in 4.4.
That's nice.
The performance one, which I would have bought if it was out when I bought this, it wasn't, is 0 to 60 in like 2.6. It's way quick. Yeah. And this is the SUV. This is classified as a midsize.
Right.
I was talking to you that it would have been interesting. So there's a Model S, which is their luxury sedan.
Yeah.
That thing used to be $90. It's gone way up in price now because they just discontinued it. They still have them.
Yeah.
But they still have them. They'll still service them. But that thing is 0 to 60 in 1.9, Gary. It runs a 10-second quarter mile from the factory. It's a 1,000 horsepower wicked. Factory sedan, yeah, right. And it does the self-driving, so you can have it comfortably take you places, and then.
And when you want to be a rocket ship, you just let her flicker.
Exactly. So.
All right, now we can so if I stop here. Oh, I got the blinker on already.
Yep, that's fine. So you can manually drive, and even while driving. Let's do it while driving. Once you do your turn.
Yep.
And then I'll show you that once you're driving, we'll just have you press that steering wheel button.
Okay.
And then it will turn itself, it'll make the ding ding. And you see this line in front of your car is gray?
Yeah.
Once you press it and you hear the chime, it'll turn blue. And that lets you know. So press this ball.
This one right here, just press it down and hold it?
No, don't hold. Just you
Too fast?
Yep. Press it once. There you go. Let go. It's doing it. Now it's blue. You heard the chime. And now it's doing its own thing. So like at this point, I could roll the ball up and go to standard mode if we wanted to go a little quicker.
Oh.
If not, we can keep it in chill mode where it was.
Yeah.
It can do, there's more options here. When you go here, you can choose like when you get to at destination, do you want to park in a parking lot? Do you want to park in the street at curbside? That's a new feature that just came out semi-recently.
Wow.
I mentioned before also, one other thing that's just good to know is that you can turn off self-driving by the steering wheel or the brake or the ball.
Yeah.
But another thing is the gas doesn't turn it off. So let's say you're at a stop sign or stoplight and there's like a Mexican standoff, everybody's waiting for someone to go.
Right.
You can just tap your gas and it'll encourage the car to go. So you can do that. Or if you're lollygagging behind somebody or something, you can give it a little bit of gas and it'll tell the car, hey, pass this person. And it will. If somebody's going too slow in front of you, it'll use blinkers and pass people.
It will?
Oh, yeah. But sometimes it needs, especially if you're in a lower speed, it might need a little more encouragement. So I'll like tap it and say, come on, let's go. And then it'll, I don't have to like hold it. You can do that. But if you hold it too long, you'll get a warning message saying self-driving won't override brakes. So you could floor it into a car accident if you wanted.
Say if somebody in my family wanted to use my car, and this was my car, would there be a problem with them getting in and being able to drive somewhere, or is it voiced only by you and your wife?
Awesome question. This car has the primary key is your cell phone.
Oh.
So my phone is keyed to me, my wife's phone's keyed to her, which is paired to the car.
Okay.
Now, that is the primary function, not the only function. Number one is, let's say you had kids. The kids could download the app and you could give them a digital key to the car. Okay. So their phones could work for it. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two is right in here, this is your backup key.
Oh.
So these Tesla keys, you get one, you can buy more. These keys, I have this one set up to valet. So when I go someplace, I can give this to them, and it locks the glove box, it locks the trunk in the front,
right? And
they can only go like 30 miles an hour.
They can only do so much, right?
But you could key this to just being a regular key, and then someone could drive this car with just this and no cell phone feature. Lastly, there is a feature on the app. I've never tried it, but I plan to try it. And there is a way that you can start the car, and someone can drive it I believe indefinitely, but when they get out, it locks the car.
They're done
And then you'd have to press it. Oh, there's another one, a black Juniper. Same car as mine, just different color.
Nice.
But and then when they get to where they're going, if they want to get back in and come back, they'd have to probably text you, hey, turn it back on again. And you could press it and go back. I want to experiment with it, but I haven't yet.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
But I've had other people use the key to get around.
Yeah.
But I think people that have like more people in their family, they usually just make them download the app, and then the app is free, costs nothing.
Oh, okay.
And then you can pair the car with their phone, and they can have all their own profiles.
I mean, not that it's going to happen much, but you never know. You know,
Right.
all of a sudden they might like to borrow it.
100%. The exciting thing is like people talk about the future of this, where theoretically, it's not there yet. Oh yeah, construction.
That's what's messing with it, probably, huh?
But you see how it avoided it. It knew it couldn't go there, and it avoided it. And this whole thing is going to get it's going to try to turn around. So this is a point where I'd probably hit the brake or grab the wheel and turn off self-driving. There you go. Because it's going to try to go backwards, and not what we want particularly. Let's see here, just for chagrins, let's go to Black Wolf Run. Oop, not that one I want. Go to Black Wolf Run. Yeah, press your ball. The first time I said not what I wanted, the reason that what happened, when you first take over and you turn off self-driving, there's a pop-up message that you get. And it basically is a bug report. So let's say the car's doing something it shouldn't, and you take over. The car asks, why did you take over? And you can tell it what it did wrong, and it uses that to try to improve
almost send
itself.
information back to clear.
See the walker, and it's got the person.
Oh, he has it on there.
It gets dog walkers, people walking. It sees it all. It's just kind of cool stuff.
And it's a visual. I mean, it shows you right in front of you, so you can see what's going on.
It waits for people. If there's somebody at a crosswalk, it'll wait for them to like go. There's some.
So maybe like in a snowstorm when it's really bad weather, does it almost like see the radar, like almost like a radar?
It knows that there's inclement weather, and it'll tell you messages on the screen. So if it's raining real hard or snowing, it'll say things like reducing speed due to inclement weather. And I have one of my videos actually. I drove this thing in a snowstorm while we were getting hammered with snow, and I had it in self-driving. And this was before. Right now, I still have my snow tires on. In 2 weeks, I'm going to take them off, put on my summer tires. But before my snow tires, I just had the all seasons, and I was coming around a corner on Taylor, and the car started to fishtail, and it fixed itself. I didn't have to do anything.
Nice.
I was really impressed with that.
So did you on your own? You went and got a better tire for summer, or what? More performance, or what?
I like having snow tires on most of our vehicles that we've always had. See, it sees the car coming up. That car's parallel parking. It sees the brake lights came on, they'll show up. It's going to wait for them to get out of our way. Yahtzee.
That's really cool.
Well, also, it will parallel park. So if your destination, if we would have picked like the spa here or something like that, it'll scan the road here and find a parking space, and it would pull over and park.
You know, that's just going to change a lot of stuff once people realize all this, they can do this.
One of the things, it's not available yet, but one of the things I was saying is going to be exciting is going back to like your kids using the car or something like that. So right now I said this is supervised full self-driving. So there needs to be a person in the car, in the driver's seat, paying attention.
Right.
They're working on releasing unsupervised, which means that you could be in the back taking
like
a
a taxi almost.
like a taxi. And when that comes, aside from that's the main focus, is people are going to start making their cars taxis, and you could make money while you're working. Your car could be out working, making you money.
Could you imagine?
That's one of the goals. Elon talked about that way back in like 2012, 13. One of the early teens, I watched an interview with him, and he talked about the fact that his goal, here's a roundabout, car coming, it knows it was cautious. It's spiffy, right?
Yeah.
I can't over talk about how impressive this is.
Well, think about, and maybe this is because I'm in Wisconsin, we're in Wisconsin, but what about even like drinking? People that
the question is, can you get a DUI?
Yeah, if it's completely self-driving, you know, how are they going to ever?
In my opinion, so right now you're still getting a DUI.
Sure,
because
I agree.
You're supervising the car, so you need to be sober.
Right.
But the argument has been when it goes to unsupervised, and it's kind of like a taxi at that point.
Yeah.
I think it's not going to be immediate. I think they'll release unsupervised, and you'll still be liable. and there's going to have to be time for the legal system to change
Yeah.
to where you could be inebriated. And
Especially, well, if it's doing it on its completely your own and you're in the back seat.
yeah. How? Right.
Yeah, right.
I agree. It'll be an interesting point because they've been pitching that this year they're going to release the unsupervised.
Oh, really?
I think there's too many legal obstacles. It's not a function problem, in my opinion. It'll be a legality issue. And I'm not saying they're perfect. There still are some small destination things and some little things here and there. Sometimes it gets to where you're going and it's not quite sure and it just kind of stops. And so there's some things that
Some
need to
little
get
things
tweaked.
got to be tweaked a little
Right.
bit. Yeah.
So like here, I can see on the map, it's going to stop outside.
At the entrance here.
And I don't know what it's going to, it might park. I don't know if it's going to drive in or not. I'm not sure what it's going to do here. Oh, no, it's going in.
You know, it's really pretty cool that it can just, that car was coming up kind of quick. It just came right through here nice and smooth and no problem at all.
I'm curious if this is going to go park or what it's going to do. I'm guessing it's going to go in front of the clubhouse and stop, is my guess.
Yeah, let's see what it does.
Let's see what it does. Because it can, if you go to a store, it'll go find a parking space and park for you. And sometimes it backs in, sometimes it drives in forward. We just got to make sure it doesn't go down like a golf course road or something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to park right here. Now, this isn't where we're supposed to park,
No,
but it's going to go park right here.
but it's going to
And
work.
part of the reason I showed you before, I use like the satellite map, is on here. Right now, I could go to here. Oop, let's go back to park. On the satellite map, I could go to the map, and I could say, hey, I want to park here. And I can drop a pin there, and I could do that, and start self-driving. And now it's going to go park in that parking lot. And so if at the beginning of our trip, instead of using the voice command, which is what we did,
Right.
you could go drop a pin and say, hey, I want to park here, and it would go park there for you. And in a normal store, if I go to, it's going to go under the building. In a normal store, if I'd go to Pig or Walmart or someplace like that, it does go in the parking lot. I usually take over and self-park because it usually parks towards the front, and I want to park further away.
I park always, I want
Yeah.
to be away.
So I don't use that part of the feature, but it does do that for you. The other thing is that if you're manually driving, you can have the car auto park. Like I could pick a spot, and right now we'll let it park, but then I'll also show you that it can auto park, which is very handy. Which is handy in tight parking spaces and a lot of different things. But it's choosing its own spot. We're doing nothing.
Yeah, it's true. Let's see how picky it is.
So I think it's going towards the back because I dropped the dot towards the back. Now it's pulling in forward. This is a new feature. Sometimes it parks great. Sometimes it sucks. There you go. Look at that.
It nailed it though.
It nailed it.
And the lines.
I was going to say, you could see the lines. I was trying to show you that on here. So the other thing is we can repeat that pin. Let's say you don't like this spot.
Yeah.
You can go here to navigation and you can go to recent and I can hit this pin again and it'll just go park a new spot in this parking lot. But let's say you want to choose your parking spot. Why don't you hit park and or hit the brake. Let's go forward, pull out and just start driving down a little bit and I'll show you something. So we're going forward. And now go slow.
Okay.
Watch this. You see how it's scanning the parking lot?
Yeah.
So now, why don't you do it? Pick any parking space you want,
What if I hit
and then hit the start. And do nothing. It's going to back into your spot for you. The back in is awesome. It's been backing in for a long time, so I've never had it park kittywampus or anything like that. Backing in. Going forward, sometimes it doesn't do a great. I mean, it's between the lines, but sometimes you're a bit tilted or too far to one side. But yeah, even if this was a full parking lot, it'll do multiple jostles to safely park. And
Oh, it's doing a really good job, actually. I'm watching it. It's like almost perfectly centered. It really looks good.
now, let's do one more fun thing just to show you. Let's get out. Actually, Gary,
Yeah.
I'll have you stay in the car. Don't do anything. Put your seatbelt on.
It's going to pick up Carl. Let's find out. There he is.
So
You summoned it.
I summoned it. So even if you weren't in the car, if nobody's in the car,
Yeah.
so if you're at the grocery store and it's raining and you don't want to walk out in the rain, you can call it to come pick you up at the front door, and no one has to be in the car. So now at this point we can
Go back.
If I hit work, it goes to my parking lot. I got a pin dropped right where I go. But if we go towards yours, I dropped a pin earlier and it did not do a good job. I'm gonna have it go right here. I dropped a pin closer to the gate, and I think it went inside, so it was like trying to go through gate 1.
Yeah.
So we'll go, hit the navigation, the arrow, and now it'll navigate it. Here you go, that looks fine. Start. There you go.
That was pretty cool. So, say you're in a grocery store and you got something you don't want to carry, or it's crappy weather, you just
call it to you, and it's a dead man switch. So I'm holding it, so if something, it will yield for cars and walkers and stuff, but if, hypothetically, it's doing something you don't like, you can let go, and it will stop. The other thing is that while I'm holding the dead man switch, my phone is full of all the cameras on the car, and I can see, even if I can't see the car, I can see what's going on around it.
That would probably freak some people out, I would think.
It's fun. I like to park in Target and big parking lots and call the car and watch people freak out. The one thing that is not out yet that they're working on, that they're developing, is, so that was called Summon. They're developing Banish, to where, let's say you go to a store and you get out at the front door, you want to tell your car to go park itself. It doesn't do that yet, but that is something that they're working on.
I could actually see that. I get out at the front door,
you say
and it
go
goes
park.
and park in the back.
Yep, and then when you come out,
Down it comes and gets me.
Yeah. And that's not you're not gonna need a new car when that comes out. There'll be an update that they'll send you.
Yeah.
And it saw the stop sign a little late. I go everywhere like this, Gary. I almost never drive this car. And it's fun to drive. It's just cool. The only times I ever drive is sometimes I just want to feel the G's, and I'll take over and I'll thwomp it just to watch it accelerate.
I would be the same way.
And then after I get my little giggles out, I turn back on self-driving.
See, because, I love driving, and I love the experience of it all, but I do like to gaze and look around once in a while. And you know what? Right now I'm looking down at the golf course that's not open yet, and I'm kind of looking, and if I was driving, I could only look for brief
2 seconds or
2
something.
seconds.
But you have like a 30-second window to look around.
I was just looking, and it didn't tell me to do anything.
You have about 30 seconds, and you can really look around, and then it'll pop up on here, and it'll say, "Hey, pay attention."
It'll do that then.
And if it'll first just words come up, and the longer you look away, then it starts to flicker blue at you. And if you do nothing, you just keep ignoring it, the car will park itself. It'll say it thinks you had a medical condition or something.
Oh, really?
And if you did have a seizure or pass out or something like that, the old versions just stopped where the car was in traffic. The new ones now pull over and park. And the one thing, my wife and I plan to test this. I hope we don't get in trouble, but I plan to test it and see what the car does, because I've heard it might also call 911, thinking you had a medical thing.
Oh, wow.
But I've never gone that far.
Yeah, you might get in trouble for that one.
But I do know...
But you almost got to test it.
But you got to test it, because I want to see what it does. But I do know for a fact that it does... The old ones would just come to a stop where you were, but it makes sure you don't fall off the road and die in a car accident. If you fell asleep while driving, you're going to Chicago for a road trip, it'll make sure that you don't crash. And the new versions pull over and stop. So that's nice.
Yeah, the roundabout here is good too.
Yeah, it's amazing the freedom. I enjoy the fact, like you said, you get to see a lot more than you normally do. You really get to gaze around.
If you see, all of a sudden you see on the side of the road, you see something and you want to stare at it as you're going by, you can do it. 30 seconds is a long time.
It's a long time. I've done a few tests where I started a timer and I started looking around, and there's different timers for looking out the window versus if you look at your phone. It's a little shorter looking at your phone, and it'll actually tell you mobile device caught in hand, stop it. It'll. Oh,
so it doesn't like that though either.
It gives you a window to do it, but you're not supposed to because of laws. Once the laws start changing, it'll get rid of that feature. But you do have a window. It's not like it's 2 seconds. It's like 20 seconds looking at your phone. Which,
look at how fast. Oh,
it's parking on the street. Ha!
And you picked it inside the parking lot.
Yeah.
Kinda. So, like you said, it screwed up on it.
It foobarred that one. So, if I
see if you're close, see if you zoom in on it.
I'm gonna try to. You don't have to hit the brake. Let's try this guy. Let's see here. Nope. Hit the brake. So what I just did is I hit start without having a path navigated.
Yeah.
And it would just go straight. It'll stop at the stop sign and stuff like that, but it's not going to turn anywhere. It'll turn if the road turns, does that make sense?
Sure.
But it's not navigated to a place.
Right.
So I don't know why the pin dropped and no navigation options. There we go, that's what I wanted. So let's see here.
Oh, that's going to turn up here at that exit, at that entry.
I still don't see the navigation. I don't understand what's going on here. There it goes. It's saying we're here. Huh.
Is it really?
Yeah. It doesn't, for some reason. When I go to work, when I can get it to come all the way to the employee gate.
Yeah.
And then it actually stops for the gate by itself, and it sees my gate pass, and it opens up the gate, and it drives in. But at that point, I have to turn it off because it wants to park right here. And even if I drop a pin inside, it can't figure that out.
Is there an option, or maybe down the road, where, say, record my parking spot, and you drive in, and it records all the way in, and then...
It's not out now, but maybe it'll be out in the future.
Because then you'd have your own private...
See what it does. I dropped the pin again in the same spot. So maybe if you found a pin spot that worked.
Yeah, it's gonna
maybe
go.
There we go.
Interesting.
So, like I said, not flawless.
Well, yeah, but that's nothing. That's something really easy to...
The other thing is, I don't know that it won't turn down the wrong way on a parking lot like this.
Right, that's what I'm wondering. We'll find out.
I think it's going to go wrong.
No, it's going
It's
the right
doing
one.
it right. Okay, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's doing the right one. This is how I come in the morning, so this is kind of cool. This is exactly what if it would do this in the morning, I mean, I'd just kind of be sitting here thinking about whatever. And
what am I going to start the day out with?
Yeah. And then let's just see. It'll probably come, and I would take over in this because I park.
Right, you don't want to park right here.
You can't, because in the morning, I come so early, you never know what's going to be open, so I kind of park in the next.
Hit the brake. It's going right for some reason.
Yeah, we're going to.
So you can, I'm going to say you can pull around by the front door there and stop.
Well, yeah.
Unless you want to go somewhere else.
No, I'm good. No, we're good. This is awesome.
But
you want me to go this way, or you want to go around that way?
Just park right where you want to get out.
Okay.
Or if you want to pull in that medical spot or whatever.
Yeah, no, we can pull it right in where the cycles are here, because
there you go.
That is open now, but nobody will give us a ticket. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
Regenerative.
Yeah. That's just one thing I have to get used to, I guess. But
so now, it thought you wanted to back up, but if you take your seatbelt off, it'll go and park, and it will.
Everything will. That's sweet.
What are your final thoughts for the video?
I think it's awesome. This is very cool.
Did you know the tech was that far advanced?
No, not even close. Like I said, the communication is not quite out there. They should probably, I don't know why they don't do it yet, but they should advertise more. I mean, this is actually my kids. Well, I'm going to tell them about it. They're gonna enjoy it totally. It's cool. Very cool. In fact, I would consider, in retirement, having one vehicle like this, because, just to pop in and out, be awesome.
It's easy, which is what I like about it. And the fact that when you charge at home, it's always full.
Yeah. And the performance. This thing was a little rocket, boy.
It's not a boring electric car. No. It's fun. It's fun to drive.
Yeah, it's very cool. No, thanks for letting me drive it.
Thanks for doing it.
It's awesome. All right.
If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.